Becoming a witch is not just about casting spells and working with magic. It is also about building awareness, finding your own power, and living in harmony with nature and the universe. In the process, you will also become more confident, more focused, and you will learn to find inspiration and see the bigger picture in every situation. Remember, everyone has a different path to discover. No two witches are the same. That's why sharing experiences and learning from each other can be the most important part. Here's a quick guide with 5 easy steps that will help you get started. Step 1. Know. The first step to becoming a witch is to know what your intentions are. Where would you like your witchcraft to take you? Let's set a goal for the short and long term. To do this, you must know where you are. This is a great opportunity to use your intuition. Stop for a second and think of who you are right now. Some of the main traits of witches are high sensitivity, powerful intuition, manifest creativity, meaningful ideas, intense character. We are all born with psychic and instinctive abilities. We are born with the ability to connect with our soul, our higher self, and to listen to our intuition. While most people might not use these skills every day, they can only get so far by thinking it's all just coincidences. Sometimes we really are channeling the energy that exists in and around us. The first step to becoming a witch is to know that your life is the result of your actions, and your actions are the result of your words and thoughts. There are many types of witchcraft, and each of them offers different experiences, but most of them have their roots inside the heart and mind of the spellcaster. As with any other subject, there is an ethic to working with magic and other energies. Most of the time you are free to do whatever you please as long as it harms none. A true witch never sees things from a single point of view. That's why we never petition for revenge, but rather for justice. From now on, you must be flexible and able to see the different facets of everything around you. Things, people, attitudes, and opinions. If witchcraft is what you want for your life, the best thing you can do now is read books on witchcraft, paganism, and the occult. While reading books and studying are very beneficial, Wicca and other forms of paganism are closely related to nature. So go out and experiment with the creation of the divine. Go camping, take hikes in the mountains, swim in the lake, absorb the energy of the sun and the moon. These are all part of the first steps towards becoming a real-life witch. Step 2. Focus. To focus means learning to meditate. More importantly, focus is the quiet moment in which we can communicate with the god, the goddess, and with ourselves, taking pressure away from the conscious mind and channeling instead our spiritual consciousness. Meditation usually precedes every magical act and ritual of worship. In a way, it is a door to the spiritual world. Witchcraft and meditation can be combined in many different ways. It is the perfect moment to connect with the divinity, or just to create a quiet space that helps align the mind. An advanced witch is able to voluntarily travel between different levels of consciousness. Other techniques include contemplative meditations, lucid dreams, and visualizations. Many followers of paganism and neo-paganism know that meditation is a fundamental pillar to maintaining a solid connection with the higher self and the divinity. Step 3. Cast. To cast means to throw or direct outwards. This is the ritual part of magic. The manifestation of a desire is just energy of thought that runs throughout the universe. In this way, a deep desire can be realized. Manifesting the life you want is an art that requires a lot of discipline, an open mind, and a good dose of faith in life. Your thoughts and your words become your reality, so protect your thoughts and guard your words. Always stay positive. Once you acquire the practice of visualizing and creating what you want, nothing can stop you. Another type of powerful ritual acts are affirmations. They work on the subconscious mind through auto-suggestion, fostering a better mindset for your everyday life. For example, by concentrating your thoughts before you go to sleep, you can channel part of your energy onto what you want and need. If you are going through a moment of fear, you could say, "I transform my fear into power." As with any other religious practice, it is essential to stay positive and have faith in what you do at all times. You probably already know that many spells use the power of candles. You probably made a wish before blowing out the candles on your last birthday cake. Since ancient times, candles have been used in rituals of magic due to the indisputable power of fire to protect and awaken vitality through light and heat. Lighting a candle can help you relax, making your spaces more welcoming and peaceful. You can benefit from their energy during moments of introspection, whether during meditation, writing a wish list, taking a relaxing bath, practicing yoga. If you feel comfortable with the idea of using candles for your rituals, then you are ready to start casting magic spells. As a beginner, it's okay to follow spells or rituals that you find in books or online. But keep in mind that every spell was written by a particular witch at a given time in their life, so it is best to use them as a guide to then create rituals that suit your individual needs. Find a curated collection of beautiful spells at spells8.com. Step 4. Connect. To connect means to use your power to improve your relationship with yourself and others. Many times we do not realize that everything we have, family, friends, work opportunities, projects, travel, health, love, as well as any wish we have fulfilled, are small miracles that not everyone can have. We assume that we deserve all these, but oftentimes we are not aware of how difficult or impossible it is for other people to have that which we take for granted. Think about it. You can easily get into a different state of consciousness by just spending some time every day thanking for everything you have. For example, you can start in the morning when you wake up, giving thanks for having had a good night of sleep, for having the opportunity to live one more day with all of its potential. Do the same at night before going to bed. Your to-thank list can get really long if you focus on the positive aspects of your life and everything you have. Giving thanks should be a daily ritual, but even if you do not practice it very often, you will still notice a big change happening in your life as soon as you start thanking the universe. Start by focusing on yourself, and you will notice how others automatically start to appear in your mental picture. Give thanks to them in your mind first. When you are ready, you can thank them in person. Some will recommend a year and a day of self-studying before considering joining a coven. This time should be more than enough to fully consider why you want to become a witch and what your path will look like, while discovering what ideas, rituals, tools and practices work best for you. Some people may choose not to join any organised group. That's not a problem. A solitary witch is still a witch. But even if you do not join a group, you may want to consider meeting with others who think alike from time to time. It always helps to discover new ideas and meet other people who share your interests. Step 5. Transform. To transform means to empower yourself and finally change your life. This transformation implies a connection with the hidden reality that alters this world and that can precisely and successfully reveal and bring to fruition your true will. In other words, using your witch powers in real life. Transformations occur when magic, something truly invisible to others, becomes your connection with nature, with life, and it becomes your day-to-day. Real magic is an active, premeditated, sure and firm attempt to change a current reality, removing obstacles and allowing a reality that has not yet occurred to finally blossom. Remember that sometimes your subconscious is a few years ahead, so stay positive. Witchcraft is about working with the energies of nature, finding patterns and connections within the big picture and the universe. The decision to become a witch is not something that should be taken lightly. It is not a costume that can be put on or taken off at will. Witchcraft becomes your whole life and can drastically change your perception of the world. Becoming a witch affects everything and everyone around you, in some cases in a positive way, but it always alters how others will see you. So be aware that they may start to consider you different, and you should be prepared for this. Most important, remember the first rule of witchcraft. If it does not harm anyone, do what you want and be happy.